Hello campers, I'm Lester. No, I am not a city, that's my name. If you're enjoying the music that you're hearing, that's good, because I was the one that made it. Check out my music on SoundCloud, if you feel like it. Shameless plug over. Without further delay, I'm here at gunpoint to introduce this week's Benny Shakes Things Up. Without further ado, here's Benny.
Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Benny Shakes Things Up. We've got a lot to talk about this podcast. Quite a lot's going on with me. Blue Badge Bunch did another show yesterday in London, and it was amazing. Wheelchair accessible. It was accessible for the deaf community, and it was accessible for the blind community. So everyone could join if they wish. And I think this is the point about this podcast as well, to find out what other artists struggle with and find out how we can help others and not just ourselves, because we're all selfish in this world. It's okay, it's natural to be selfish, but it does help to help others. I'm rattling on a bit, aren't I? So this week we've got a fantastic comedian. I met him in Edinburgh. I knew of him from Facebook. Mark Nicholas kept telling me about him, and Kate Vlog said he was great. So I met him in Edinburgh, and again, he struggled to get round in Edinburgh, but it was a fantastic festival, so why not go? Why not enjoy what everyone else is enjoying? So let me shut up and let me welcome Jamie Green, and I've got his name right. Jamie, welcome, Jamie. How are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. You?
Yeah, I'm all right. You have to be, don't you?
Yeah. You just got to carry on with it. Get on with it.
Yeah, that's true. Before we start, the first question we ask all of our acts is, what is your disability?
I have quadriplegic cerebral palsy, which means I have cerebral palsy that affects all four limbs.
Yeah.
But it mainly affects me down my left-hand side and my legs.
Yeah.
So I would say I have 90% use of my right arm, but all of my other limbs are kind of redundant.
Yeah. And you're in a wheelchair because we can't see the wheelchair.
Yeah, I'm a full-time wheelchair user. Fortunately enough, I do have an electric wheelchair, so I can get myself about.
Yeah.
And be as independent as possible.
Yeah, true. I think the electric wheelchair was amazing when it came on the market.
Yeah, there is a lot of variations, but yeah.
Yeah, I bet you've had some weird and wonderful wheelchairs.
I did have a manual wheelchair up until I was 5, and then once I was 5, I managed to get funding to get a small electric wheelchair, which I used it at school and stuff.
Yeah.
But I would say I'm in a wheelchair full time.
Yeah.
I'm in it 14 to 15 hours a day, easily. Easy.
God. And the sore.
Yeah, sometimes I mean I ache towards the end of the day, but you just kind of get used to it. I don't know about you, but
Yeah, I mean, sitting in my recliner for all day long, I suffer. I need to move about, and
yeah,
I
I
can't.
should move more and I should do more physio, but unfortunately, yeah, I just kind of tightly funded at the moment.
Let's go with that before we get into comedy. There was an article out last week about physio, and it said most disabled people need physio, but there's not enough physiotherapy to go around.
Well, the last time I was assessed for a physiotherapy was 6 years ago, and they said to me then that there wasn't enough physios, and I've been to the GP recently because I've been having some other issues, and they said that physio would help me, but I'm not to expect an answer from like the list until after Christmas.
Yeah,
So
I think there's a 6 months waiting list.
yeah, yeah, she said you probably won't hear anything till the end of the year, if not afterwards. So
Yeah.
yeah, but at least I'm on the list. At least I'm on the list. At least they know where I am now.
Yeah, you're on. We're always on a list, aren't we?
Yeah, we're always waiting for something, mate.
Yeah. But even when you do get physio, you're only allowed it 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
will you get more?
I don't know. I'll go with whatever they give me, basically.
Yeah, true. Just make the most of.
Make the most of it. Train up enough as many carers as I can, and hopefully carry it on. Sort of by myself or with other people.
Yeah, this is the thing. If you've got support, they can help you do it.
Yeah.
So, cool. Well, we're on a comedy podcast, so I better ask you, how did you get into comedy?
How did I get into comedy? Well, it was October 2011 when I did my first gig, and that was at a gig called Bad Cat Comedy in Cambridge. And I'd been looking at open mic nights for a long time because I'm a big fan of comedy, and I've always thought that before I started doing it, I always thought that it was something that I'd be interested in doing. But eventually, I just took the plunge, and my first gig went really, really well. So carried on, basically.
Cool.
I don't know what I would have done if that first gig would have bombed. I don't know whether I would have done it again, but
yeah, that's true. I mean, was your first one in front of family and friends?
no, I told no one that I was doing it, and I went, just me and my carer, just went to this gig in Cambridge, and I told no one that I was doing it. But I told them, obviously, I told them once I'd done it, and I had a bit of footage.
Yeah.
But I decided that I was going to do it off my own back and not tell anyone.
Oh, I had all my friends come.
Oh, did you? You're braver than me. You're
Then
braver than me.
the next gig, I bombed.
Yeah, I think it was my fourth or fifth gig. I started to get sort of not. I didn't bomb, but it became more and more difficult, and then I decided that I needed to rework some material.
Yeah.
It just not that it didn't work. I just didn't get the reaction I was expecting, so I just reworked the material.
I find one every joke of mine has got a different ending or a different beginning or a different middle. It depends on the crowd.
Oh yeah, and I always find that at least one of my jokes kind of works with whatever's going on in the room.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to tell that joke because people will think it's just off the cuff, but it's not.
It's not.
Yeah, and I like doing a sort of improv stuff as well. I like the audience participation. I kind
Yeah,
of
I do.
I feed off of that.
Yeah,
I feed off of that.
So a big promoter said to me, "You've had the nick taken out of you all your life. This is your chance to bring the audience in and take the piss out of them. And I want you to rip them."
Yeah,
Okay, there it is.
yeah. I would say I've been heckled once in my career, and that was by a very, very drunk man. But I tend to sort of be quite not rude to the audience, but if I know there's an audience member that wants to get involved, then I'll sort of make sure that I focus on them.
Yeah, I got booed once.
Did you?
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, is that a heckle? I'll take it. Do it again.
Yeah, I got heckled by a drunk man once, and I asked him to repeat what he said, and then he just shut up.
Mm-hmm. Cool, cool, cool. So the beginning of the podcast, I said I knew of you over lockdown, but I've never met you until we went to Edinburgh,
Yeah,
and it was fantastic Edinburgh, but we both found it very challenging at some point in the festival.
well,
How
talking about
did
challenges, I definitely found it because when I come back from Edinburgh, there was a few problems with my wheelchair because of the rough terrain of Edinburgh. So I've literally only had it fixed this week. So I've been waiting for since the start of September basically till now to get my wheelchair fixed.
God?
Yeah.
Because my wheelchair broke. Can you remember?
Yeah. And because you were pushing it round when I saw you at them traffic lights.
Here it fell to bits the day after.
Yeah.
Wheel came off.
My wheel didn't come off, but I definitely had problems with my ball bearings in my wheel. So they had to replace the tyre in the end because it was so bald. That's yeah, but I also had some aches and pains from just going over the cobblestones in Edinburgh. They were really uncomfortable.
Yeah, because you was at our venue quite a few times, and there was quite a few cobbles.
Yeah, I did love the Pleasance Courtyard. Ironically, I find it the most accessible out of all the venues, to be honest. Even though there's lots of cobblestones, I found the Pleasance Courtyard to be the most accessible of the
Yeah,
main venues in Edinburgh.
yeah, I'm definitely going back there.
Oh yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. There's plans afoot for 2023 anyway. So,
2023.
yeah. Well, I'm on about going back next year.
Yeah, cool. Because I'm going back as well.
Yeah.
So
Are you gonna bring the blue badge bunch back, or are you gonna invite them all?
yeah, we're bringing the blue badge back, and we're bringing the blue badge bunch adult.
Oh,
bunch back.
right. That'll
Yeah,
be that'll be
yeah.
interesting.
We are bringing that back because
Yeah,
it's
definitely
not.
keep me in mind for that.
Oh yes, yes, yes. I
Yeah.
might need your help on some games for that. So yeah, you should be good. Yeah, because I do a bit about it in my set, but I want to expand on that. Disabled people do have say.
Oh yeah.
We just need help, like hoist dildos and things like that. So, yeah.
Well, one of my jokes is, does it count as a threesome if your carrier's in the room?
Yeah, I like that
Yeah.
one.
Always goes down well.
Yeah.
Not with my girlfriend, but
No, I bet he doesn't like it. You've been with your partner for how many years now?
we've been together quite a few years. Quite a few years, yeah. I was quite, we met each other on a dating website, funnily enough,
Oh well,
and then
I can't, I
yeah,
can't get on with dating websites.
well,
But
funnily enough, I was just about to give up just before I met my current girlfriend. So yeah, keep at it, I would say.
well, I don't need to. I've got a partner.
Oh, I didn't know. Sorry, Benny, I didn't know.
Yeah, I got a partner
Didn't know
called
you were with
Jess.
someone.
We've
Oh,
been
that's cool. How long you been together?
we've been together a year last week.
All right, and you didn't forget, did you?
No, I took her to a comedy gig.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
So busman's holiday for you then?
yeah, Busman's holiday.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I do
yeah,
miss
cool.
them Busman's
Cool.
holidays. So cool. So, what other challenges did you have in Edinburgh?
What other challenges did I have? Well, the accommodation that we booked, although it was accessible, it's um it's never quite right, and you kind of always have to sort of move furniture around, and
Yeah,
because I couldn't originally I couldn't get the hoist underneath the bed, so we had to sort of makeshift uh like things to put the bed up higher, so we could get the legs of the hoist underneath within the accommodation, and then because I couldn't afford accommodation within Edinburgh, so we stayed about 15 minutes outside, so that meant we had to get a drive in every day and find parking, or either that get the bus. So they were sort of the challenges that I found. Sort of.
well, was the buses accessible?
Yeah, the bus was accessible. To be fair, it was just a very long journey because there was a lot of stops, and we were one of the last stops, so we didn't get back till sort of 11:30ish, and that was getting on the bus at sort of half 10 o'clock time. So we spent a while on the bus, but it was good. I enjoyed it, and I'll definitely do it again.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we all moan about stuff, but if we don't keep doing it, nothing will get changed.
That's what I keep saying, because people think I'm mad because I go to Edinburgh every year, because I use it as my kind of holiday as well as, so I save up all year round to basically enjoy my time in Edinburgh. And people think I'm mad because I've chosen one of the most inaccessible cities in the world. And but yeah, I don't think Edinburgh is um like, I think it's one of the most amazing places to be,
It
especially in
is,
August.
it is.
And like I said, I'm a comedy fan before I was a comedian, so I just love going to see other people's shows as well. So it's like the biggest rock and roll concert there is, and I just love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
I love every aspect of it.
I'm doing the whole month next year.
I I did
So
I did the whole month last year. So in 2023, I think I'm gonna go up for about 2 weeks. And
right, so we're swapping, are we? I'm doing 4 weeks and you're doing 2.5.
yeah, yeah, I wouldn't be able to afford 4 weeks like I did last year. But yeah, I'll definitely be applying for a free fringe show.
Yeah.
As soon
Was
as
that worth it then? Do you
yeah,
reckon?
I would say it was worth it. Definitely. I really enjoyed it. And we didn't pull a show once because I did a split show with another comedian friend of mine, and we did 25 minutes each. And yeah, it was definitely worth it. And we although it was slower sort of midweek, you had the midweek slump where you kind of got 3, 4, 5 people in. But at the weekends when it was packed out, it was it just felt amazing. And to do it every day as well, really sharpen the act up towards.
Yeah, did you get any promoters in?
No, we I didn't get any. Well, I did manage to get gigs for the second 2 weeks from Steve J.
No, I mean, did you get promoters from your area where you are now coming to your show so
Uh,
they could book you for next year?
yeah, I did get a few promoters in the area, but um, it was a bit sort of. I mean, I would have preferred to have done longer, and I would have. I'm thinking about it. I would have probably done an hour of my own, but that's what I'm planning to do next year anyway. I'm definitely gonna do like 50 minutes of my own show.
Yeah, and try to get more promoters to
Yeah,
come and
and
see it.
just get my face out there really, because um, as all disabled artists are finding, comedy isn't the most accessible of the circuits. So
No, also, I don't know what you think, but with me, I found comedy's not just standing or sitting and telling jokes. There's more. You've got to sit down and write a show,
yeah,
write,
oh yeah,
and then you're an MC as well. And if that's not working, you need to go right. I'm getting so much from the comedy, but it's not enough. So, what else can I do? So, like me, I've written a disability awareness game show. Next year, we're writing a book about it.
oh nice one.
So you're a stand-up comedian or wheelchair comedian. You're a writer, a producer, a manager. All these things.
Yeah, well, fingers in
Do,
lots of pies.
yeah. Do you think if you saw a job description of comedy with all these things in 2011, would you still go for the job?
I don't know, because I started my own night in 2013 because I was struggling to get gigs and struggling to find accessible venues.
Yeah.
So I thought that I'd give myself at least once a month where I could guarantees to try out new material for at least an hour, and plus it'll get my name around the circuit if I get successful with the night, which I have done.
Yeah.
And I'm like you say, I'm an MC, I'm an act booker, I'm a promoter, I'm organising times and travel for the comedians if needed. So you've got you have to wear lots of different hats when you're doing promoting and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. It's not easy.
You also have to be whiz on the computer as well.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, my skills in computering 3 years ago was shit.
Yeah, you learn.
But now I can email, I can edit, I've just learned how to put text to voice.
Okay.
So I'm doing that now.
Yeah, I'm quite fortunate. Because I had voice activate. I used voice activated when I was in secondary school quite a lot. So I just sort of I knew what program that I needed, and I do use it most of the time, to be fair.
So okay, we'll go there. We'll go there. Do you use Dragon software?
I used to. I now use the built-in dictation with Apple because there's a built-in system on Apple computers.
Yeah, but even that doesn't understand me.
Yeah, I'm quite it's not the best. I would say Dragon Dictate is more is better, but obviously I haven't got £200-300 to spare on the software, so I use
I was lucky because I got funding
yeah.
for things. If I didn't have the funding, I wouldn't be paying Dragon software.
Yeah. Well, I was quite fortunate because all the way through when I was at secondary school, I used Dragon, and then I had to move on to Mac because I did a media course when I went to college, and then they invented something called Mac Dictate.
Right.
So I was using that for a little while, and I haven't used it for quite a few years now because I haven't been a student for a little while. But like I said, I use the built-in voice activated software on Apple, and it's all right. It's not brilliant. I mean, I do find myself having to type the odd word and stuff, but it works for me.
Yeah. I mean, eventually things are gonna be more accessible.
Yeah.
I mean, someone said to me, "Are you fed up of fighting for your rights?" Well, no.
No, because you have to.
Yeah,
You have no choice. Because if you don't fight, you don't get anywhere.
exactly. But the small wins will make it pay in the
Yeah,
big.
it's all about the little steps.
Yeah,
It's all about the little steps. They all add up.
Yeah. We haven't won. No, hang on. What's the saying?
We may have won a battle, but we haven't won the war.
Yeah, that's it.
We win the odd battle.
I'm glad you're on it today.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been looking forward to speaking to you again because, like, I know we got to know each other in Edinburgh, but that was over many drinks. So
yes,
it's been
was
good to talk to you again.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, because you drive as well, don't you?
Yeah, I've got I drive with what they call a four-way joystick. It's a system called Space Drive, and yeah, I drive with a joystick, and once I got the hang of it, I had it in like straight away, but it took me a while to get to a point where I kind of could pass the test of that.
Yeah,
it took me quite a few tests to pass, but yeah, I would say I'm a good driver.
Yeah, I am as well.
And people say are always amazed by the size of van that I drive.
Yeah, your van's bigger than mine, isn't it?
My van, I got a VW Transporter, and people think it's like a massive van, but it's like I don't really have a choice. I can't use a mini or a caddy or anything like that. I just
Yeah, that's true. Mine's only a small van, but I need a van because I can't get in and out of a small car.
yeah. Well, that the other thing with me is I have to take a portable hoist with me wherever I go because
Yeah,
for toileting needs and stuff. So I have to have a big van to carry my ramp and my hoist with me because
yeah,
I always carry a portable ramp with me especially when I'm gigging, because you never know what people say is accessible and what is accessible.
yeah. So basically, if you book in Jamie and you've got a pub with a few stairs, he's still available because he brings his own ramp.
Yeah, I bring my own ramp. Yeah,
So,
yeah,
yeah,
but that's just through gigging. But having going to too many gigs and they're saying, "Oh, we've only got a small step." And then I was like, but I'm in a large electric wheelchair. Can't
yeah.
just bump up a little step. Do you know what I mean?
No, it's not practical, is it? We
Nah.
need to get you in Nottingham because
Oh yeah, I'd definitely be willing to come to Nottingham and
I do know there's several accessible venues where you
yeah.
um try your luck at.
All right, it'd be great to come down and
Yeah,
yeah, try a few out.
the Canal House and late stage comedy. And what else is there? There's he's gonna kill me because I forgot what it's
Is
called.
there's the Glee run in Nottingham as well, the Glee Club.
Yeah, the Glee's got a lift,
Yeah,
but again, yeah, it's very hard to get on the Glee.
yeah, I would imagine.
Again, you've got the Glee, you've got Just a Tonic,
Oh yeah, just a tonic.
but Just Tonic, you won't get up the stairs.
Nah.
There's about 4 stairs up to this.
Is that the same company that run the venues in Edinburgh? Then are they all under
Yeah,
the same
yeah,
umbrella?
yeah. Just Stomach
Yeah,
was in that like castle building.
yeah. Because I went
It
past it.
wasn't a castle, was it? It was the caves.
The Cage. Yeah, I went past it a few times because there was a couple of my comedian friends that were on there, but again, it wasn't accessible, so I
Yeah,
couldn't.
I think you saw us quite a few times drinking outside.
Yeah, probably.
But oh, they're at it again.
It was always good to see you two, though.
Yeah, it was
Always
a
good to
good,
see you.
good laugh. It was good. So over lockdown, did you have support? And was you locked in your house? Like,
Well, I was quite fortunate because but over lockdown, I was still living at home with my parents. So
right,
I sort of bubbled with them, and we had my elderly grandmother with us as well. So we were really careful,
mm,
and I had support coming in, but I only had people that I knew, so I didn't have any agency staff or anything like that.
yeah.
I had people that I knew coming in and helping me out.
No,
Obviously, we weren't going out at that point either, so gig,
no,
gigging was stopped.
yeah,
But I don't know about you, but one after the first couple of weeks, I really started to miss gigging. I mean, it was good to have a couple of weeks rest, but after that, it was like, right, I want to get back to gigging now.
yeah. Well, that's why I found the Zoom gigs. I know a lot of us didn't like the Zoom gigs.
Yeah.
I shined and I got quite a few paid gigs out of it.
Oh, nice.
So
Yeah,
did you
I had a couple of Zoom gigs, but I didn't have many. But I used that time to write and stuff. So because I knew me and my friend, we planned to do our show in 2020. So
Right.
I knew that we were going to come back with a show at some point. So I just used that time to write, and I've also been working on a sitcom script as well, which haven't really managed to get it in front of many people. But yeah, I was doing that.
What's that about the script?
It's semi biographical. Is that correct? The correct term? I don't know. So it's about sort of my life and different situations that I've been found myself in over the years, and I've sort of made my carer sort of a main character as well, because I find that a lot of the situations I find myself in, there's always me and a carer.
Yeah.
The carer's become sort of a secondary character and stuff. So, but I'm hoping to write some more. I've written a couple of episodes, but I'm hoping to write some more and see if I can get it in front of some people.
And will you, if you got it out there, will you get an able-bodied person to play you?
See, I would always volunteer to play myself, because I've always been into acting and performing. So, but if I had to choose an actor, I would try and choose a disabled or physically disabled actor
Yeah.
to play me, because there are physically disabled actors out there that are really, really good.
Yeah, we know quite a
Yeah.
few. I can't remember their names, but yeah,
I mean,
we've got.
like before the pandemic hit us, I just started an acting course with Grey Eye, the theatre company in London,
Alright.
and I met a lot of physically disabled actors. Well, physically disabled actors while I was doing that course. So I know there's good actors out there. So I would definitely try and get it to someone who's actually disabled to play the part, if it wasn't me.
Cool. We just you need to get it in front of Channel 4 or
That's the challenging thing.
a theatre company. Have you given it to any theatre companies?
Well, I'm sort of hoping that some of the contacts from my Grey Eye situation will look at it for me. But I'm not sure where to go with it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
In terms of, I've never done that kind of thing before, so maybe I should write a few more episodes and then try and push it forward to see whether the character develops.
I went on a course about this, and every TV company or acting company who does theatre, they don't want to read all of your series.
Yeah.
All they want is 2 pages of what it's about.
Okay, so
So
that
you
works because I've
need,
already got that.
it's called a treatment.
Yeah, I've already written a proposal and a treatment for it.
Well, that's all you need to give to these companies. Send a treatment off
Yeah.
and see what bites. I mean, my advice is to give it to every theatre company around your area,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
someone might bite.
Cool. Yeah.
That's what
There's a
it
few
is.
theatre companies in Cambridgeshire that I know of. So I'll try and push it.
But if anyone else has got any more advice, give us a comment on YouTube or on Podbean, and I will send it to Jamie, and let's help each other.
Yeah, exactly. Any help would be much appreciated.
This what I said at the start. Everyone in life is a bit selfish. Well, you have to be
Yeah,
to get anywhere in life, but there's being selfish and there's helping your fellow disabled colleagues. Do you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. And we all need to help each other because if we haven't got each other's back, then nobody else is gonna help us. Or
No, no,
yeah.
definitely not. Definitely not. So,
And like I said, when I was in Edinburgh, I was quite fortunate to do disabled cants with Steve Day, and
that was amazing.
I met a lot of disabled artists as well while I was doing that, which was really, really cool. And that was an amazing opportunity that he gave me. And he's
Yeah,
still,
I think Steve Day gave us the opportunity to be with our own people,
yeah,
and that is bonkers. Steve Day is bonkers. We need to get him on this podcast.
oh, Steve
But
Day's an absolutely lovely,
yeah,
lovely guy. I mean,
he's a good bonkers. Yeah.
he helped me so much while we was in Edinburgh and gave me so many opportunities
Yeah.
to get my to just gig basically, which you can't ask for more than that.
No, no, he's. I've heard he's not doing it next year.
Is he not?
No,
Nah.
no, but I thought I might message him and say, "Can we take it on?"
Yeah, maybe.
Because what he gave us up there, it needs to go up again.
Oh, definitely.
I
Definitely.
believe
It was definitely a little bit of haven in the chaos that was Edinburgh, the inaccessible chaos that is Edinburgh. I mean, it was amazing, really, because it was just an office block, but I had some amazing gigs in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was a hotel.
Oh, was it?
It was a hotel, mate, not an office
Oh,
block.
the block where we did disabled cants looked like an office with
No,
like
it's a bedroom.
oh right.
It's a
Okay.
bedroom.
I didn't know that. It looked like an office
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
with the plug sockets all around, but yeah. Because it was off of bar 50.
Yeah, that
Bar
was
50 was a bit cool as well. I like that. There was a lot of young people and a lot of street around.
Yeah, a lot of young people.
Yeah. I think it was like a hostel or something, wasn't it? I don't know.
No, it was, it might have been, I don't know.
I don't know.
It was good. It had an accessible toilet.
Oh yeah, it had an accessible toilet and the bar was accessible as well.
Yeah. I mean, I think that one, and I forgot where I was. Um, yeah, where I was.
Oh, Pleasant
Uh,
Courtyard.
yeah, the courtyard was accessible.
Yeah, the
Um,
courtyard was accessible.
yours, your venue was sort of accessible when there weren't a gig on.
Yeah, it was accessible, but it was at the end of the mile, so it was a bit difficult to get to. But
Yeah.
so it was a bit of a slog trying to get people in when we were flying and stuff. But
When you couldn't use the accessible toilet when there was a gig on.
well, I personally think they just use the accessible toilet for storage. But
Yeah.
other than that, but it was good. I mean, there was a bit of a bump to get in, but for Edinburgh, I would call that accessible. When you think of the amount of stuff that isn't accessible in Edinburgh.
Are you doing any more festivals like Leicester, Brighton?
No, I'm not. I haven't applied for any festivals. I'm focusing on writing my own solo show and trying to trying to write the rest of this sitcom as well, striking while the iron's hot, really, basically. And yeah, I want to. My main focus for 2023 is to take my own solo show up to Edinburgh for at least 2 weeks, and just because I really enjoyed it, in 2022. So I want.
Is this your full-time job then?
Well, I would class myself as unemployed, but comedy is definitely a passion of mine, and I would like to turn it into a job someday. But I'm sure there's many comedians that say that. So
Yeah, I mean it's not easy, but keep at it and
yeah,
it will achieve your goal.
just
I
got
mean,
you got to keep going. I mean, I run my own comedy night called Wisecrack Comedy at the Blue Moon in Cambridge, and that's becoming it's getting its own following now, and I'm
yeah,
having to do less and less promotion for it because people know when it's on and stuff, and how what because it's on every second Tuesday of the month, so
oh,
people know when it's on. And again, I'm the MC, but like I said before, I do everything. I do the booking of the acts, I do the running order, I make sure I've got the sound equipment ready, I bring my own sound equipment, and I've got basically lots of hats on for that night, but I really enjoy it. So I don't see it as sort of work because I I do it because I enjoy it, and I
yeah,
enjoy doing comedy. So
yeah, and
and
then it's your name out there.
yeah, it gets my name out there. It gives me some exposure, which is all good, and it also gives me an hour of every month where I can sort of try new stuff out. And if a joke doesn't work, then I'll just move on to the next one.
Yeah, cool. It's good. It's all good in the hood.
Yeah, it's all
Um,
good.
yeah. Um, used to have co-host called Kate Lovelock, and she came up with a magazine question for everyone to ask.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I've met
what
Kate.
is your favorite crisp?
What is my favorite crisp?
Yeah,
Oh, I used to like French fries when I was younger, but you can't seem to get them as often nowadays. But I would go for the old staple of cheese and onion crisp. I like that. I
yeah,
like cheese and onion crisp.
yeah. I like cheese and onion crisp, but I don't like cheese.
You don't like cheese?
I
Oh my
don't like.
god, I love cheese.
Oh no, I don't like cheese and I don't like tomatoes.
I'm not a massive fan of tomatoes, but I like cheese. I like mature cheddar as well.
It's a bit cheesy for me.
It's a bit cheesy for you, is it? Bit like that
Yeah.
joke, mate. A bit like that joke.
Uh, it's, it's a crap joke, but never mind. Oh dear. Um, if you was Prime Minister, what would you change in the world, in the
Well,
country?
I would, I would bring back one thing. One thing for the very first thing I do. I'd bring back a thing called the Independent Living Fund, which I was fortunate enough to be funded by before it got cancelled by the Tories. But yeah, I would bring back the Independent Living Fund because it gave disabled people like a social life, whereas councils and local authorities now are just focused on the care aspect, and they don't really see that disabled people need a social life as well. They need a chance.
Yeah,
They need a chance to go out with their friends. They need a chance to go and see gigs. They need a chance to go and do gigs as well. So I definitely bring back the Independent Living Fund tomorrow if I was Prime Minister because
I didn't know they had one of them. I just assumed it was all under direct payment.
well it is now. It is now. The money used to be ring fenced for social activities. So you can
Right.
apply for it for things like gigging and basically going out and being independent and living a life basically. But now they've put all that money into the councils, so theoretically you should still be able to have a social life. But as I've found recently, a lot of the councils just focus on the care aspect, so
Yeah.
getting up, being fed, and going to bed basically.
Yeah, I mean, we've got direct payments up here. I was on it before I became a comedian, and I lost it because the Tories wanted us to pay for half of our care.
Oh yeah, I've had to fight for my contribution as well because they trebled my contribution without any notice, and I had to fight them and say,
Right,
look, I'm on the same amount of benefits as I've always been on, if not less. Why are you trebling my contribution? Like
yeah. I
I can't,
just,
and especially with me now living independently, money's I'm not being funny, but money's quite tight at the moment, so I had to fight with them, and I've managed to get it down to a more manageable level now. I mean,
mm,
things are still tight, but it's I'm able to pay it now. So,
yeah. I mean, what's the heating situation in your life?
well, I'm quite fortunate because I don't know whether you've noticed, but I've got a big window in my living room. So when the sun's out during the day, I make sure I keep my curtains open and get as much heat in from natural light as possible, and then open all the doors and see if I can get as much of it into the bedroom as possible.
Yeah,
I haven't stuck the heating on this year yet, so
no,
I'm still
I haven't.
I'm
I'm,
still trying to put that off as long as possible.
yeah, I've got long johns on, vests on,
Oh
hoodie.
yeah, I'm wearing a thick hoodie at the moment,
Yeah,
which yeah, I just wear that during the day, and certainly since the end of September when it's just got a little bit colder, I
yeah,
just wear hoodies and I don't have jogging bottoms as such because they're not easy for me to put on, but I definitely wear thicker socks and stuff,
yeah,
and yeah, but we'll get there in the end.
yeah.
But I just have this habit of watching my electric meter at the moment and just like,
Yeah, because I've noticed, I know we're on a moan, but here we go, we're on with it.
oh, definitely.
My gas has gone down because I'm not using gas,
Yeah.
but my electric has doubled overnight. And then,
Oh, yeah. My electric's definitely more than my gas. So,
yeah,
but fortunately, I'm on a tariff at the moment, so I'll be all right
yeah,
till about March, and then I think I'm gonna have to maybe switch suppliers or whatever. And
I wouldn't recommend switching till at least September now.
What, September next year?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
if you swap in March, you'll be paying double bubble.
Yeah, well, I'll have a, I mean, because at the moment they're not offering fixed tariff anymore, but hopefully by March things will maybe have sorted themselves out, and hopefully they'll be offering fixed tariffs again. But
Yeah, I think we need a disabled prime minister.
I thought we had one in Boris Johnson, but there you go.
Well, I did say on Facebook that I think we all should crowdfund for his care
Yeah.
because I think he needs support. I mean,
Oh, he does.
why did these people vote him back in? Thank God he didn't get back in, but
I
that's
know, but I don't think Richie's gonna make it any easier.
no.
I
But
think
he's
Richie's
got
very
to
much
be
focused
better
on.
than Boris.
Yeah, he's less of a clown than Boris.
Yeah.
Agreed. But yeah, I don't think things are going to get much easier under Richie. But we'll see. We'll survive somehow. We'll get.
Oh, we always do.
Yeah,
We're
we'll get there in the end.
Yeah, cool.
And I would say it was all down to the Tories, but I don't hold much hope out for Labour at the moment either. So
But they've got to be better than Tories. I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah. I think there is time for a change,
Yeah,
but we got to wait till 2024 now.
yeah.
I can't see him calling one early.
No, I don't.
Wait, not at the moment. Not the way the polls are looking, anyway.
No. So, where can people find you if they want to follow you or
Yeah,
like
I'm on Facebook. I'm Jamie Sit Down Comedy,
Right,
and on Instagram, I'm Jamie Sit Down.
right.
And yeah, if you want to follow my comedy night, it's Wisecrack Comedy UK on Facebook and Instagram. And like I said, we at the moment we're running one night a month, but we're looking at other venues as well. So yeah, that's basically where you can find me.
Oh, so you're looking at some more venues, are you?
Well, hopefully, yeah, maybe after Christmas, getting into the new year, but I would definitely like to run at least one more venue somewhere else and just mate, I'd like to keep it within Cambridge. So I've not got much
What, an open mic or a pro night?
I call my Wisecrack Comedy Night a sort of a booked open mic night because I don't like the thought of running an open mic night because anybody can get up, but as long as I know the act and I know what they can do, then I'll give them a shot. I'm not like you have to have done 100 gigs before you do my gig because I think that's just a mad way of going about it. But if yeah, I would call my night a booked open mic night because I have a lot of more established comedians come along and try out new material, and I also have newbies as well.
Yeah, yeah.
But I have to know that they're at least sort of half decent before they come on. But
And are you the only physical disabled person in Cambridge doing comedy or
no, I think there's a couple of others. I mean, I can't actually think of their names right now because you put me on the spot. But yeah, there is some other physically disabled comedians around Cambridge, definitely, and yeah, it's just I just love doing comedy at the end of the day.
yeah.
no matter how hard it is to find venues and stuff, I will always try and perform comedy wherever I can. So,
I find as well, the more disabled people we can get on, the better, because it makes me a better comedian.
yeah, definitely. I mean, I was inspired when I was a lot before I started doing comedy by an American comedian called Josh Blue.
Oh yeah,
Whether you've ever heard of him, but
yeah.
I was inspired by Josh Blue when I was first starting out. But yeah, there's a lot of I wouldn't say there's a lot of disabled comedians on telly, but it's getting better. I
It
mean,
is.
he's getting there. We just need to be it needs to be put out there basically,
Yeah.
and we need more programs like The Last Leg that normalise the fact that there's disabled people on TV.
We need below the Blue Badge Bunch on TV.
Yes, we do.
We do, because that would open so many people to come on the show and
Oh yeah.
experience it. All CBBS.
Yeah. But
Anyway,
I think it would suit Channel 4 better than CBBS. But,
yeah, everyone said that.
but we take what
Anyway,
we get, really.
yeah, we've come to the end of the podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's gone so quickly. I really enjoyed that.
It's been an hour. Well, thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah.
If you guys would like to follow and subscribe, just click the bells and like and share it. Helps the video go further. Don't go away, Jamie. I'll speak to you after, but it's a bye from me,
And it's a bye from me.
yeah, see you later.
See you later. Thanks for having me on.